guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Chaos Crusaders YouTube channel. Today we're going to be refreshing my 2019 Subaru WRX STI. I've owned this car for just about 3 years now. I did a few things a few years ago and they're just not holding up like I'd like them to. So let's get started. We need a couple things. Okay, so today we're going to be, from left to right, installing some new light pods. I'll do it before and after. We'll be refreshing the pinstriping, doing our cabin and engine air filters, wrapping our new pods yellow, and refreshing some of the vinyl. I might do underglow, I might not. I'm not 100% yet. We'll find out. We are going to be working with these light bars. And I got these for a pretty good deal. They're Vivid Lumen, not sponsored. Sorry to Vivid if you decide to try and trademark me. They're 1280 lumens per pod. We are going to be vinyl wrapping them with a yellow headlight tint, specifically so that we can see in winter, because I live in Canada and winter here sucks. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what I do to wrap these. It's pretty easy. You just get a piece of whatever you want to wrap them in. Ooh. Yeah. Now, you have two choices. You can wrap it where it is as is right now. Just carefully take your knife and cut in here. Or you can do what I prefer to do and lose your Allen key that you were just using. I did one off camera. There it is. And just loosen these off. I'll zoom you in a bit so you can see what's going on. Just take all these screws out. Now bear in mind, I am not a professional. I do not have years upon years of doing this every day. I wrap the odd thing here and there. So, pull this off. We're going to be doing things in a little bit of an odd order today. We're going to be prepping these and taking the bumper off. Supposed to be changing the air filter, but that didn't work out. Make sure to keep track of everything. You should do this in as clean of an environment as you can. Make sure to wash your hands before, wipe down all the glass, all that. So once you take all the screws off, you're going to set that aside. We're actually just going to wiggle the rubber piece in these and pop this out. Now bear in mind, these are fragile. This should not technically be opened. We're opening it anyways because we're crazy. Let's take our cloth here. Wipe off the front of any contaminants. And we're going to take our film. Now I've had problems with this specific film creasing. So we're just going to be very careful while peeling off the protective film. And you don't have to take this plastic off until the end. I just took it off now out of preference. You're actually better off leaving it on until you're all done. Then you don't get smudges and everything all over the film. Oh. There we go. So what I like to do is actually peel all the backing off. Can you even see the glass? You can right there. Okay. And then we're just going to lay this edge loosely down. And we're going to grab our squeegee. We're going to use firm pressure. We're going to evacuate all the air out of it. Make it so that there's no air bubbles in there. I mean, if you don't care, go ahead. Leave a few, but I'm a little picky about it. There we go. So once you got all the air out and you're satisfied with how the film is laid, you're just going to heat gun it. What this does is post-heats it so that your film will stay firmly laid down. We're just going to lightly back pressure it just to make sure all my edges are nice and sealed. If you have to stretch film, stretch it past the point you want to cut. Otherwise it becomes a tension point and a problem. So now we're just going to shimmy something under because I didn't lay anything to release the film off the table. Flip it over and then just carefully cut it out. It's like $10 for a big roll of this, and you only need a tiny bit. If you have a wrap shop that does headlights and stuff in your area, by all means, ask them to, if they'll give you scraps, they usually will. So now we're going to pull this back up. We're going to carefully lay our lens back down. Make sure it's fully massaged in. And then we're going to put our cap back on. Now, just like a tire, we're going to do the opposite to the first bolt we lay. So for example, if I start with the top right, like I am here, I'm just going to get it somewhat snug down. We're going to go down to the bottom left next. And then we'll do top left. Distributing the weight and making sure nothing broke. And that's it. Now we have a nice yellow fog light. So let's jump to the next piece. So we're going to be taking the front bumper off of the car. Now, normally there's a mix of bolts and buck nuts up here. I already took the bolts and replaced them. Well, actually I didn't. I replaced the green and blue ones they had. I've been chipping away at them as I can. So yeah, it's pretty easy. You take all the bolts off the top, and all that. And then we have a couple bolts on the bottom. I believe there's a couple in the fender. So I'm going to put you on a time lapse as I do this, and I'll come back when they're all out. A clip broke. I'm sad. That's what happens when you live in the... So these are the lights that are already in the car. They work amazing. I'll actually give you guys a preview here real quick. Okay, so these are the ones that are in the car. I want to swap out. They're not currently working. Not 100% certain why. So I have to figure that out as well. So let's get to it. Okay, finally got the lighting figured out. I had a bad ground point. All my lights were actually good. So, but these are still a happy upgrade, and now I'm going to show you how they work. Wandering around in blind darkness is a great idea. They're amazing. I'm very happy with them. And the yellow was well worth it. Very well worth it. Quick note while I'm thinking of it. Today's sponsor is Lowered Empires. Today's sponsor is So now I'm going to time lapse through just taping up and doing the headlight. Vinyl wrapping a headlight, especially of this shape, is a little complicated due to the curvature. Mainly right in here. Because right here curves this way, this way, this way, and up here. So this corner takes pretty much every angle. So I know the majority of the headlight is dirty. This is actually just scratching the housings. So it is what it is. This wrap won't likely last the winter anyways, so I just don't like how it looks without it. So let's get to it. Battery's low, so I'll make this part quick. The next step is to just make sure that your tape is relatively even on either side. Double check that your stuff is clean. Lay the vinyl. Heat where needed, post heat when done. Another note, if you're going to be wrapping these, is right in here is a little lip. Right there. And your vinyl will go into it, and it will not work properly if you don't put it in. So, peace out. I'll show you guys after results when my batteries are charged. So, good luck, have fun, create chaos.